What's up, guys? Chasing Way here. Welcome to a brand new series here on the channel. We're playing Red versus Blue. It's a Manchester underdog story as we manage both FC United of Manchester, the Manchester United supporters squad, and Maine Road FC, the Manchester City supporters squad. Try and get them into the league and upset the clubs that inspired their creation. I guess just a fun new thing we thought we'd try out. So, like, subscribe, ring the bell after the intro. We'll introduce you to both clubs.
Streets are full of dreams and lies. Every corner has a story. With a pint and cloudy skies, we chase our fleeting glory. Manchester nights are calling. In the madness we are falling. Round and round the wheels turn. Bright city always burning.
So let's get to know our two contenders a little bit, shall we? First of all, with FC United of Manchester, we've been confirmed as the new manager replacing Neil Reynolds, who I suppose the third official either of the club. They've not had many in their time. So let's get into it. So the club was started in 2005, of course, famously was a protest club set up in protest of the Glazers takeover of Manchester United. Currently playing in the Northern Premier League, I believe that is. So tier 7 of English football off the top of my head. We have two trophies in the bag. We've got the Northern Premier Division, and we've got a Northwest Counties Premier Division. I've played in both those leagues, and they're not fun. So winning them is quite an achievement. They're, of course, as the Red Rebels, having an 8-year barren start, having not won a match since 2015 when they were roaching to the Conference North. So, they know what they're doing. They're pretty good. 4,400 capacity stadium in Broadhurst Park, opened in 2015. Financial status okay, should be okay. This is a club that averages about 2,000 people at games, with a wage budget of £282,000 per year and a £5,000 transfer budget, which could be very useful. Our fierce rivals are Leeds United, as you'd expect from a club that's, run by Manchester United fans. Let's have a look at the team we've got. This team is going to change because I've got it set up on real world mode, so we've got a bunch of players who are going to go come in and out. And it's going to take us a while to get properly used to it. But we've got a decent line there. Key player is Charlie Monroe, who is this fella here. Who will let me look at eventually. It's fine. We'll look at him when the time comes, because he might be leaving anyway. Very possibly he's leaving. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go. So that is FC United. They want us to work with the wage budget, grow the reputation, finish the top half of the Northern League, and be competitive in all of the competitions that we are in, which should be fairly achievable, I would suggest. And our fans just want us to record a top half finish, which is pretty easy, should be achievable. And I'll get this all set up. Backroom staff meetings, but we'll do them off camera anyway. So let's confirm that, get that all done. It should take us now to a city. It's not taking us to a Maine Road infrastructure. Let's see if we can get to it through the inbox. That should be a thing we can do. It's not going to let us do that. Beautiful. I don't know why it's done that, but such is life. We won't question it. So let's talk about our Maine Road FC, because they're going to be the first thing we need to look at. Maine Road FC, we'll look at the club info. Let's start with the club info. That's always a good place to start with this kind of thing. So, Maine Road FC were founded in the year 1955, as you can see on their badge up here, playing with Northwest Counties League First Division South, which is in the 9th tier of English football, predicted to finish 4th, which is a little bit of a challenge for us, but, we'll make it happen. The history of the Maine Road team is that they were founded by the Manchester City Supporters Club in 1955, not as a protest or anything. They just wanted a place to play football, because obviously City at the time were probably a bigger side than they were up until the takeover. It's kind of their biggest period, as I've seen to recall, back before the Premier League, all that stuff kicked off. So, quite a history. They've been involved. While they are, of course, rivals with FC United of Manchester. In terms of the club history, we'll have a little look at the overview. They've never won a trophy in their history, which is very interesting. Their best spell of success was in the 2010s, but it rose up in the 9th tier for the only time in 2013. So that's a thing. And they play at Brantington Road, which is of course in Manchester, 2,000 seater capacity, and it's quite a quite a small, basic stadium. They've been playing since 1980, I believe. So, they've been around. And I wanted the vision as well, whilst we're here, to see what they want us to do. Reach the playoffs, be competitive in competition. Reach the latter stage of the First Division Cup, which should be achievable. And they should grow that they only care about staying within wage budget, for reputation. And the fans want us to beat FC United if we play them, which could be interesting, and to reach the playoffs, which is nice. Let's have a look at their financial state. I'm not going to go too deep into the squad. I'll explain why in a second. So financially speaking, we've got a wage budget of £52,000 a year, and that £1,000 on wages. We're not currently paying any wages out because we do not have any players whatsoever. We have to build an entire squad. I did say in when I sort of announced the series was going to happen, but I will be sort of using it to explain how I build teams on this up, because I've been asked a few times in the comment with the Roxon series how I build teams up from this level. So we'll go through that. What's always important to me is looking at the projection, and we're predicted to make a loss of 46,000, which I think might just be my wages. And I'm always bringing up all these things. We'll get rid of those. I'll deal with that when I need to deal with it. Let's have a look at the coaching staff, see where we can get rid of some wages. So we're earning 17. If got a lot of people here, we probably don't need to have. But I'm also aware we can probably make that back. I don't know what the average attendances are like at Maine Road FC. Spent there probably in the 200 to 300 range. It's probably a way to find that out. And so look at the season ticket sales. It's usually a tab for that. Somewhere there's in the facilities. Now I'm going to find this thing on this skin. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. It's another here, maybe. No, I genuinely can't remember where to find this. It's supporters. There we go. Supporters wise, so we've got 3 of the 31 season ticket holders. You generally get about, we might be on less than 100. We might be at less than 100 average gate, if I'm honest. So a very different thing at Maine Road to FC United, where they don't have that luxury of that big money. As I said, we've got no squad to speak of, but one wants really keep doing inductions. We have literally no players, so we're all raid out. I'm guessing our reserves are playing in an actual league as well. They're playing on the Cheshire Football League too. Beautiful. Okay, so that could be fun to try and get some players out of that as well. So yeah, we've got no players. We're going to try and build something that can A, make money, and B, compete without having to spend too much money, because as much as they've given us that lovely wage budget, I don't want to have to use it if I can avoid it. Let's have a quick look at what's going on at FC United so we can get a better overview of what's going on there financially. So I'll go through all this stuff off camera. As I said, with the players, we've got a squad here. There is actually a squad here. A lot of players in the squad for this kind of level, but we can see we've got players with transfers out, players with free transfers, and we've got players already set up to come in. It's all going back and forth. There are some very good players who are leading us though in this squad. Curtis Jones is one example of a very good player that's in this squad and will have to play, but this will be his career history. He started his career at Stockport, went to Celtic, then to Bristol City, has played for Livingston, for Tier. A long time to get going in his sort of playing. We have to drop down to the Northern Premier League. He's played in Namwich, for Southport, for Trafford, and for Ashton United. So he's had a lot of games at this kind of level. He should be a very good player for us, which is nice to see. Luke Griffiths, another player who has a bit of a career history, playing for Bolton, and then has largely played for FC United and a couple of spells for Warrington. So he's going to be a key player probably for us going forward as well. Charlie Monroe as well, formerly of Ashton Town and Warrington and Southport. Played in the National League North, so knows what he's doing, should be a pretty good player. I don't want to go too deep into this because obviously we are going to move a ball with squad, but we'll just have a look at the players who are definitely staying, and then we'll do a proper rundown of the squad in the next the next episode. I'm very aware that normally I would do all this in one episode, but we'll be with the transfers and stuff, but that also usually takes about 20 minutes. I don't want to do a 45-minute episode, so let's keep it simple and separate the two up. Michael Donahue, who came from Everton's youth team, then went and played for Fleetwood and Tamworth, had a loan spell at Barrow, again played in levels above this and has been with FC United for quite a while at this stage. So again, might be a big player for us down the line. Callum Gribbin, again, another player with a big history, formerly of Manchester United, went to Sheffield United, to Barrow, to Ratcliffe in this division. That has been with FC United last season. He's out injured. Well, how long have they been injured for? 3 to 4 months. Probably not expect to see a lot of him then. That's how other players were able to Keane Barra, and whoever I with in the squad. He's all went to us from Stockport, previously played for Banbury United. So he could be a player. Paul Ennis, I feel like, has been there forever. He's been there since 2019. Had a really good sort of lower league career. Started his career at Stockport. I'm pretty sure I've managed him before. I know they get another version of the game. But he's been a bit of a lower league journey. I played a lot of games in the National League North. Still only 33, which is quite, it's a good age at this level. You can get away with older players at this level, which is nice. And then we've got James Martin, a winger, sticking around as well, who has just joined us. Previously played for Bolton, for Stalybridge Celtic, and for Atherton College at this level. It looks like he's got a goal or two in him, which is quite nice. He's not the best player in the world, but should be able to get some stuff done. Otherwise, though, looking around in terms of the competitions, I said we're in the 9th tier with FC United, and we've got such big names in there as Macclesfield and Bradford Park Avenue. So a couple of fairly big-ish teams in there, which will be, something, I think, working's in a bit of the league as well, which would be something of a challenge for us. We'll try and navigate. Looking at their financial projections, like I said, they've got a much bigger wage budget than we've got at Maine Road, and they're predicted to make a profit, which is quite nice, of 171,000, which I'd expect with a club with these big days. They shouldn't be having financial difficulties, and we'll try and avoid giving them any financial difficulties. That'll be the longer-term plan. As I said, we've got a few players who are predicted to come in. I'll look at the future transfers. We've got a few players out, and we've got a few players coming in, a couple coming in from Fleetwood on loan, one in from Warrington, 2 in from Warrington, in fact, one in from West Disbury, one from Stockport, one from Bury, and a guy called Sang Yi Han, who is from Hong Kong, which is nice, playing for Kipchi in Hong Kong. Don't know how he's ended up at Manchester, FC United Manchester in real life, but that's not my story to tell. It's just my story to tell what happens when he gets in. I feel like I had a couple shoot from somewhere as well. Where's he been before? Everton. That's what I know, because I signed him before. Comes from, played for Everton, he's bounced, but he's been at home a couple of times, played for them at Lecture and Fisher Block in, should be able to pronounce that better. He hit in the extra passer, Rook Schultzau, he went back to England to play for Barrow and Glossop North End and Lancaster. So, we've got a good squad building. Again, we'll go through everything properly though when we are back in the next episode. Otherwise, I feel like this is going to carry on forever. Let's have a look at the league situation for Maine Road whilst we're just thinking of looking around. At Maine Road, they don't have any big clubs, or clubs that have been anywhere massive in the same league as them. Croydon have been in the National League North, which they may have been in the actual National League proper at some stage. Let's have a look at their history. They had been in the National League. I know I remember them being in the National League. They only spent one season there about 15 years ago, but they have been in the National League. They've been a sort of steady decline since 2011-12. But, they're a reasonable side, a reasonably big side for this level, I would say. Market Drayton are usually quite good. They usually kind of bounce around this level as well, from my experience. Usually upset, they usually bounce up to the Northern League, Premier Division 1 South, and back. They've been doing that forever. They've been doing that. And we've got 2 clubs from Stockport in there, which is nice as well. And yeah, that's pretty much the state of play with them. We need to put together a squad. I'll come back and do that in a future episode, in the next episode, because it's going to be tough putting together squads for them. It's going to take me a while as well to get everything as I want it and get us competitive, but that's fine. We'll make it happen. So I'm going to keep this one short as I can. we'll see from the runtime why I'm doing this in 2 episodes, because you said usually it goes forever if I go through everything at the club at once. But a nice kind of intro to our 2 clubs, a proper intro to the 2 clubs. If you enjoyed this, you want to see the next episode, like, subscribe, ring the bell like this. If you've got any questions on transfers, it's a good time to ask them now, actually, because I'll probably have to record another episode for till tomorrow, probably, as you watch this. So you've got time to get some questions, and if you've got any questions on how I do transfers and stuff, feel free to ask them. But anyway, in the meantime, like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. Thank you for watching. I've always been chasing. Let me until next time. Stay safe and have a good evening.